The two-day climate change workshop organized by a non-governmental organization, Oxfam Nigeria, drew community development workers from Obi and Lafia local government areas, including government officials, to brainstorm on how best rural communities can be sensitized on the reality of negative impact of climate change on their socio-economic lives. Addressing participants, State Commissioner Ministry for Environment and Natural Resources, Kwanta Akubu, represented by the Director of Environment of the Ministry, Angbashim Ishaku, apart from applauding the effort of the organizer to mitigate the effect of climate change, said a committee has been set up under the directive of the State Governor Abdullahi Sule to plant 5 million varieties of tree seedlings across the state to help address climate change issue.
The committee had to work in order to plant 5 million trees in 2 years. It will also help in providing even manure for people around. It will provide especially clean air for people so that all this carbonization that is going on, issue of greenhouse gas emission, it will try to combat the issue of greenhouse gas emission.
In a paper presentation entitled Community Development Plan to Mitigate Climate Change Risks and Disasters, Professor Emmanuel Sallau, Faculty of Agriculture, Nasarawa State University, Kefi, said Community and Development Plan is a working document that will help communities prioritize their areas of needs and present them to government for intervention.
Governments will not really know all about their needs and demand until their voice is heard, until they make demands of certain things to the authorities concerned. So the essence of this training is to train and empower our community development workers and NGOs to go out to the community and sensitize the community people on the reality of climate change and as it is affecting them, that look, they can make their voice heard to the government through the community development plan.
Earlier, Climate Justice Project Coordinator for Oxfam Nigeria, Kenneth Akpan, explained that over the years Africa has contributed to less than 3% global effect of climate change, but is the most vulnerable among the continent of the world. Hence, the workshop in Nasarawa State to develop the capacity of communities to charge relevant stakeholders to mitigate climate challenges affecting their respective communities.
This is a message, and I want our government to take seriously and also to liaise with the people that are really affected, because sometimes they even have indigenous solutions or ideas that they can use to mitigate or even solve some of these climate-related problems. And I also want to tell the people of Nasarawa State to also take the seasonal prediction that we, with our partner YMCA, are dishing out, to also plan in their farming activities and their day-to-day lives, because we are linking up with NIMET and other government-relevant agencies that give this seasonal prediction information on how they can plan concerning the weather, changing climate, and it will help them to mitigate or reduce some losses as regards planning.
Some participants interviewed expressed satisfaction with the workshop and promised to step down the knowledge gained to their respective communities.
Seriously, I gain a lot, and we are all aware that this climate change has actually affected a lot of activities, human activities in this world.
As we are being trained here, when we go back to our various community, we have to step down the training into them to know the impact and the effects of climate to our environment. There are certain activities as an individual that we are carrying out in our community that also lead to a climate change in our society, like cutting of firewood, burning it into charcoal. When those gases go into the air, is also one of those things that contribute to the effect of the climate change.